What up, people of the world? What up, fam? It's still your boy, Kaydee Otaru, and you know what it is. It's another special episode of the Artmosphere brought to you by the Pond Collective. And you know what we all about? We're about youth, we're about creativity, we're about life, we're about the universe, we're about you, and we're about me. And you know how we keep it real with you guys. It's always fun, but educational. And now I got me somebody really special. I bring to you special guest every time. He is a great guy, a great artist, and a hype king. Basically, I call it a hype king because he's always full of energy, positive energy, and artistic energy. I'm talking about no other person than Ayogu Kingsley.
And my man, KD. Quite an intro, bro.
I just give honor to honors due, right?
Thank you, my man. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah. So now, apart from people checking you out on Google and Wikipedia, not everybody know how to access the internet. So could you tell us a little bit about yourself? I mean, I know a lot about you. Our friends know a lot about you, but there are some people who are still yet to get exposed to
Yeah,
that personality.
yeah.
So just tell us some more about
Yeah,
yourself.
this is Ayogu Kingsley, a Nigerian visual artist.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's really all anybody needs to know about me. That's all anybody
Quite
needs to know about me.
simple, quite simple.
Yeah, I'm Ayogu, and I'm a painter, I'm a visual artist, and that's it.
Yeah, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real. Don't mind him, guys. On the usual day, Casey is usually hyped. So it is just a starting point. We'll get him there. We'll get him there. I'll bring out the beast, okay? So yeah. Congratulations on your recent achievement. I mean, you've been doing quite a lot in the art scene and for yourself as an artist. And
Thank
your
you.
one of your latest projects you worked on, Icons in the White House. That
Yeah.
was really powerful. I mean, but tell us some more. What inspired that project that you worked on, that art series? Tell us some more.
So I that's a very good question. Like I've never like had this kind of space to actually talk about icons in the White House as a
Yeah.
series, and where I could sit, and relax with beautiful people around,
Yeah.
and we are talking about icons in the White House, and this is really special for me because because before we made icons in the White House, I say we made because it was like all my friends,
Collective
we are,
idea.
yeah, collective
Exactly.
ideas of different individuals in my life, in
Yeah.
the art
Yeah.
scene as well. So before we made that work, I didn't paint for like 6 months. A lot of people don't know this shit, but
Uh,
I didn't paint for like 6 months. It was just me. I think life hit me, right?
yeah. That's
It
that part.
gets to that point like where life hits you, and then you trying to discover life for yourself,
Yeah.
right? And not how the society or um the place that we live try to make us, the perspective they project
Yeah.
to us, right? So I think that period last year, from January, was time for like self-reflection and
Yeah. Yeah.
understanding the world for myself, and not the world projected at me, right?
That's word. That's word.
So icons in the White House, it's a product of that period of searching through my life and trying to understand myself, and what I want to do, and then the path that I want to follow, right? So the series is basically cultural icons who have inspired me in the movies, or in their writings, or in their um human rights movements
Yeah.
and activism,
Yeah.
and it's just different cultural figures that have inspired me one way or the other, and then I just put them in the seat of power, right? So that's basically about that series.
Yeah. while you were narrating the story, telling me the story, I never really know about this. I
Hmm.
just thought the idea was that there. Seeing the particular characters you use, the figures, the popular people you've used, the human rights activists and all that. Before that, you said life hits you.
Hmm.
Now, bringing that to what we want to talk about today, and it got me wondering, when you said this life hits you, how did it reflect in your artistic process? Were you the type who were like, you just woke up one morning and you figure it out and you're like, bam, straight up the canvas? Like,
Nah.
would you have like a specific, should I say, philosophy as the way you view your art and your process? You have a way you view it. So like when you have this distance from your creative, your creative persona, do you just have this process, this philosophy that you view for your art
Hmm.
that you just put into work?
Hmm. I think it still boils down to the people that I have around me, and
Yeah,
then the energy that I have, and then the people that I have as friends in the creative
the
industry,
creative,
right?
yeah,
So the people that I have as friends, and I see what they do, right? So it's like they inspire me
yeah,
to do stuff, right? And then to not relent in this talent that I have, right?
yeah,
This
yeah,
is a gift from the universe, right? And I'm around people that have the same gifts that I have, and I see what they do with them, right? So this kind of inspires me to do stuff too with mine,
yeah.
right?
More like motivation, sort
Yeah,
of.
it's like a motivation, right? So but that's very trickish, right? Because you are also putting yourself under pressure
Exactly,
in a way.
exactly.
And then if you run with that for like a long time, you're gonna break down
Of course, of course.
and try to rediscover yourself for yourself. And then this is what I did. And during those processes, I just do whatever I like, basically. I just do whatever I like. I just
Yeah,
paint whatever I like. And then I
yeah.
had, I painted a lot of stuff. And then, but this Malcolm X painting that we did, I made that and I put it in my bedroom for like a month. And then my friend came to the house and like, bro, what's this work doing here? What the fuck is this work doing here? Like, why
Yeah,
is it in your bedroom? I said, no, just sexy. What? You have this in your bedroom? Nah, and everybody needs to see it.
yeah.
And and then we just took a picture of it, and then that we just took a picture of it unfinished, and then like shared the work, right?
Yeah.
So people could see, and then everybody gravitated towards it, right? And that energy, of like everybody talking about it, it gives you this feeling of, okay,
Yeah.
right? This is just a joke or this is serious. But I went back and I finished it, and that's it. That's the beginning of a new chapter for me. Now I'm more like in a place where I've tested the keyboards, right? You know, when a musician takes on the keyboard and then
Yeah.
try to
Put
make
one,
sounds,
two, make
right?
beats and
Right,
all of
right,
that.
right, right, and then they find
The
their
sound.
sound.
Yeah.
So I found my sound and I'm running with it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think
make
that takes me
music.
back. I think it takes me back to where you
I'm gonna
said.
make music.
I think it takes me back to where you just said you rediscovered yourself for yourself,
Yeah.
and which is beautiful regarding your artistic practice and how you put that in your work. And I think a lot of young artists and as well people listening to this could take something from that, because what I notice as artists is that if you cannot rediscover yourself, no matter how skillful you are with the paintbrush or the whatever medium you're working with, it might be hard for you to create. You
Mhm.
probably just have the idea, but it'll be hard. So yeah, I kind of like related to what you said, rediscovering yourself for yourself, and it reflects in your work too, and that's beautiful. But I want to just ask something. Um, Now, how do you like have a pattern for, how you create your work, your evolution, how you grow as an artist? Do you like take time to like look at yourself like, ah, I remember when I made this work, I never like this would be that time. But
Yeah.
now, okay, I see some improvement and you're proud of
Yeah.
yourself. Is there like a certain pattern you take or you just let the art flow and
Nah,
whichever way the growth
nah,
comes?
nah. Before I'd say I just let the art flow, right?
Yeah.
But if we don't channel the waterways, it's gonna swallow all of us.
That's some Peter dirty shit.
So if we don't channel the waterways, like we need to channel it, right?
Yeah, word.
Yeah. If we want to have like a beach house, we need to hold the ocean back, right?
Yeah.
So if this art is flowing, if this ideas is flowing, it needs to be curated, right? Um, and then like I'm particularly happy with the people I'm working with and how they create my ideas, right? So for me, I create what I put out. I create it, like I think about it. I think about it like,
And research and
yeah,
all
I
that
think
stuff.
about it. I build a research around whatever it is I'm working on, how I want the idea to be perceived, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so now before we start, we'll continue getting serious. Now let's just vibe for a little bit. Let's just vibe for a little bit. So now, on a typical day,
Mhm.
Mr. Kingsley is not working. For example,
Mhm.
what do you do? Like, how do you unwind? For me, when
Mm.
I'm not working, I'm either playing video games or I'm sleeping.
Shit.
So like. For Mr. Kingsley, how does it go? What do you do? How do you chill? What do you do when you're not in that creative space?
Shit. First, I'm in like a DR. I'm in a DR. So if you know what that means, like, so we talk a lot, and like we talk a lot. So if I'm not working, I'm probably like talking to my woman or something.
Ah, yeah,
Do you
God
get what I
when,
mean?
God when.
Yeah. If I'm not working, also I'll be outside. Like I'll be outside and see what the outside is like. You know what being outside
Yeah,
is.
basically, we outside.
So if I'm not working, I'll be outside. Trying to feed my eyes and stuff.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's all artistic. When he says feed my eyes, it's definitely artistic. So don't go racing your mind somewhere else, please. And
Yeah.
that's quite interesting. This conversation we've been having so far, like I think I picked out a few things from what you've said. I'm pretty sure people listening have also
Mhm.
picked out something. But then again, I like talking to individual artists and how they see the Nigerian art scene regarding your practice. So like, what are your thoughts lately? I mean, we know the art scene, the Nigerian art scene is growing. There is no doubt about that. But what are your thoughts? What are your like 2 cents about it?
Um, I think that the Nigerian art scene is really booming, on the side, right? But um, I, I don't know how to put this, right?
Yeah.
But it's booming, but it's undercovered, right? Like um, it's not being covered well, right?
Yeah.
Um, Maybe in terms of publicity that it gets, or it doesn't get the hype that it deserves, right?
Okay.
Because there's really, really, really amazing, talented artists here, and they're doing a lot of stuff, and it's underreported, right?
Okay.
So I feel like the Nigerian art scene is underreported. It's 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 not showing the world like the
What it
things
has
that's
to offer.
happening,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Basically.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of talented, crazy ass motherfuckers out here.
So
So
would you
I,
say this growth and this boom that you say, would you say it's giving way for the younger artists, the artists who are yet to blow? Would you say there is space for them in
yeah,
this
there's
scene?
room. Are you kidding me? There's room for everybody. That's the thing. There's room for everybody. It's a very inclusive market right now. There's
Yeah.
room for everybody.
That's
You
great.
just need to find,
You just need to find
yeah,
your sound.
yeah. You just
Basically,
need to
like you
find
say,
your
you need to find your
sound.
sound.
But there's room for
That's
everybody.
exactly
So
how I
far, you
see it.
bringing to the table something that's unique. There's
Yeah.
room for everybody right now.
So, how
Yeah.
would you advise a younger artist,
Mhm.
the one coming up trying to find their sound, like we just mentioned? How would you advise them to sell themselves? How would you tell them to put themselves out there and all
It's
that?
just to be yourself, like physically, like that's the only thing you can do. And I didn't have anybody telling me the shit, but
Yeah, we had it hard during our time.
yeah, we don't have anybody telling me that I should be myself. But I said the greatest gift you can give yourself as an artist is to be yourself. Honestly, it's to be yourself.
Oh, that's word, man. You heard it here first from the great Mr. Ayogu Kingsley. And you guys need to check this guy out. If you don't know him, I don't know what you've been doing or what you do with your phone, but hit up Wikipedia, hit up Google, check his Instagram and all of that. Trust me, you're definitely going to be inspired. And you should check out his work, Icons in the White House. It's on your Instagram, right? You still
Yeah,
have some.
yeah. I think
You should check it out. Go to his Instagram and check him out, man. You see this guy is doing really great stuff. And yeah, now that we've gone over the basics, we're still gonna vibe because we're not too serious, we're not old, we're still young. Let's show that energy in our
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah.
I mean, I hung out with you as often as I can, and you got that energy. You got that vibe. Like whenever Kingsley is around, Kingsley is around.
Yeah.
And what would I say pushes you? That fire in you, like that fire. You know that yes, you're with
It's
your
just being
guys.
outside, man. It's just fucking
That's
being
the vibe. So let me
outside.
say,
It's
in the
being
studio,
outside.
you're an artist.
Yeah.
Outside, you're you're a
Yeah.
hype animal. You're
Yeah,
just there,
because
that
like
beast.
yeah, it's crazy, we artists, like we stay indoors a lot. Like
Yeah,
me,
isolation.
I could stay for 3 weeks inside the house and not leave in the house. And so when you are outside, it's like you are free and jump, and scream and have fun, because you know that like that's gonna be a while before you have
Yeah,
that opportunity again.
exactly.
So
So you just
when
gotta
you are out,
suck
you
in every
enjoy it.
moment. You
Yeah,
gotta suck in every
every
moment.
moment.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, I've been thinking this question is just off the radar. It's
Mhm,
something that's been going through my mind,
mhm,
and I've been thinking. Let's say you have this idea as an artist, and you're working on that idea
mhm,
on the canvas. You're working on it. Do you have such moments where you feel like the idea needs more or it needs less, and then you start having that conflict in your mind,
mhm,
and it delays the process?
mhm.
When it happens to you, like what steps do you take for it?
For me, I currently have a piece in my studio in Kuruma piece. I was supposed to use it for Art Rotterdam, and then I called it a reject. I didn't use it because I wasn't feeling it, and it's finished, right? But I'm not feeling it, so I just dropped it there, right? It's going to come. No, yeah, don't
So the
you
piece
don't
is not
force it.
left out. You might still
Yeah,
get back to the
yeah,
piece.
but I just leave it there and focus on other pieces.
Yeah, because an artist asked me this question. That's why I remembered.
Mhm.
Remember, many artists sometimes we just want that perfection in it, and other times it seems like we're doing too much or we're not
Yeah,
doing enough.
yeah,
So that's why I asked the question, and what you just gave me is pretty nice. I just hope people key into that part
yeah. You
because that's a vital
just
part.
let it go.
I
Just
was
let it
also
go.
thinking the same thing. So like that's a vital part of being an artist. Just like don't force it.
Hmm.
At the same time, you have a structure for your piece. Just don't force it. Just let it go. Be the artist that you are, not overthinking it basically.
Hmm.
And that's quite awesome.
Yeah.
So like before we end the session, do you have any last words to drop? You can give a shout out if you want to, man. I mean, it's the Artmosphere. We're all
Yeah,
about
yeah,
chilling.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to Arinze. Shout out to Caspar and my man right here, KD,
Yeah.
and the man. Thank you guys for setting this up, and like for not final words. I'm not dying anytime soon, but something to take away, right?
Yeah.
I think that this life, right, this life, like nobody has really like figured it out, right? And then everybody that you're looking that they have figured it out, they're struggling with something, right? And I really think that people should take time. You know, the world is moving very fast.
Very, very fast.
The world is moving very, very fast. And then the only way you can function with the same mind is if you force a slow and move at your pace, right? So you gotta force a slow in anything that you do, right? Any walk of life, you have to force that slow in a fast world, right? And grow at your pace. Yeah. That's it.
That's where I gotta give a round of applause for that, because that was deep. That was really deep. And thanks again for coming by. It's been an honor having you here. And I know we tried to set this up before, but you were busy and schedules and all of that.
My bro.
Thanks for the words
My
and all of that.
bro.
And ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you.
it's a wrap. And you
Thank
already
you.
know
It's
what
a
it
fucking
is.
rap. Yeah. So
You already know what it is. It's still your regular host, Kaydee Otaru, and is the podcast.
So we can fucking fuck.
I tell you it's hype. Peace out, fam. It's all love.